Williams Montreal Beer Review, and in this episode we're going to be reviewing Orval, a Trappist, authentic Trappist ale from Belgium. Now, Trappist beer is of course brewed in, according to the long-time traditions in abbeys around Belgium, and the main purpose of the whole venture is to support and pay the maintenance costs for the monastery, for the monks, for the food and stuff like that. So to keep the abbey going, they need this extra source of income, I guess. This beer is 6.9 ABV, and it was bottled in December 2008, so it's fairly recent for Trappist ale. Of course, this is top fermented. It's an ale, like I think most of or all of the Trappist ales. Now, the good thing, interesting thing about it, I've heard it's going to have a bit of a different flavour to it, as opposed to most Trappist ales, which are really kind of sweet and strong. Orval, which is, it's an abbey. They use a special kind of yeast in the process called Brettanomyces, and it results in a different kind of flavour. I haven't tried it yet. It's my first time, so I'm excited to see what it's all about. And this bottle only cost me about $3.50 Canadian, so it's somewhere mid-range. Not too expensive, not too cheap, I guess. But then again, it's a Belgian ale. Most of them are not really cheap. I think all of them are kind of expensive. So this is a legend goes along with the logo, which is it's a picture of a fish with a golden ring. Now, I'll read it from Michael Jackson's book just to keep the story short. So the legend has it that the Countess lost a golden ring in a lake there, and vowed that she would establish a monastery if it would ever be returned. Now, trout appeared from the waters with her gold ring in its mouth, and she was as good as her word. So that's the legend behind the monastery, how it was established anyway. Now, this beer is supposed to be served at 12 to 14 degrees Celsius, and I think it's about time we crack it open, because I was sitting in the fridge, I took it out for a few moments, and that should be good. We're all set for the review right now. Alright, so let's open the bottle. It's a nice cap. I'm seeing it says Orval Trappist ale. Sure, there's actually smoke coming out of it. That's the cap. It's a nice. I think they did a fairly good job with the cap. Using my Leffe glass, the only Belgian ale glass I have. Now, the official glass for Orval is somewhat similar. It's a goblet kind of chalice, somewhere in between glass, and I think this should be fine. Oh, this is kind of foamy. Now, I've noticed with many of the Belgian beers, the head is really rich, and in most cases it's actually kind of creamy. In this case, it's more fizzy than creamy, but at the same time it's very rich, and the body is moderately cloudy and kind of golden, I think. Yeah, this is kind of golden, bordering on amber. As far as the taste, I think as far as the smell goes, really strong smell of yeast. You can also smell some maltiness. It's a nice kind of pleasant maltiness, and well hoppy as well. Now, this is a Belgian pale ale, which is somewhat largely actually different from English pale ales and IPAs, but in this case actually I can sort of compare it to the pale ales, which is like the first time ever. I've never considered a Belgian ale to smell, to remind you of an English type beer. In this case, I could say that it's a nice fruity touch to it as well. I could kind of guess that it's going to be a bit sweet, but not overpoweringly sweet. And the head's coming down, so I'll add the rest of the beer and get right to the tasting. Of course, there's going to be some sediment, provided this is a top fermented bottle and it's bottle condition as well. So, really lively kind of smell to it. Nice appearance. Carbonation is, can't really see any bubbles going on, but I assume it's going to be fairly carbonated as well. So cheers. It is fairly carbonated. The mouthfeel is kind of fizzy, rather, and kind of kicks you with hops, really yeasty as well, and then comes a bit of a fruity touch to it. I would even say citrus and grapefruit in this case, which is really, I've never tasted anything like that in the Belgian ale. Yes, the yeast they use really does make a huge difference in terms of as far as flavour goes. Really nice. This is almost 7%, right? So it's 6.9, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels more like 5.5 maybe. Has a nice mouthfeel to it. I think of it as medium body, but really lively. Like there's a lot going on. There's the hops. The malts are kind of like dwarfed by the hops, but at the same time you get somewhat sweet tasted. So it's not entirely. It's definitely less bitter than an English IPA or a pale ale. At the same time, it's definitely less sweet. So it's not as sweet as let's say I don't know, even Leffy is much sweeter than this. Many beers I've tried from Belgium are really sweet, and even though some of them are really a lot stronger than this, but nevertheless this is really different from that. It's a wonderful beer. I'll get back to you. I'll start babbling right now, but this is a top-notch Trappist ale, I'd say, so far. Okay, so overall it's a very enjoyable kind of beer. I really like this beer. It has a nice, lively, robust flavour to it. Just as the aroma was really, very enticing, very nice. The flavour was really nice. You get the hop bite to it, nice kind of punchy start. Then you get into the fruitiness. You can definitely pin down some notes of grapefruit, maybe lemon zest, stuff like that. At the same time, there's a fair amount of sweetness, but it's not really a sweet beer. It's more of a. It's not really bitter either. It's a nice kind of balanced ale. That's what I really learned to appreciate about this beer. As far as the drinkability goes, this is definitely a beer to savour, right? So you wouldn't want to have a few of these, but I had no problem getting through this bottle, provided this is 7%. This is really drinkable. I don't really feel the alcohol. Mouthfeel is, at first kind of carbonated, but it doesn't set you off, and it's very lively, nice beer. I think it's supposed to mature quite well, so maybe I'll pick out, maybe buy a bottle later on and see how that goes with age. But this is about 4 months old and a really nice beer. I'm going to give this, I think I'm going to give this a 5. I couldn't wish for more in this beer. It's just like, it's enough everything. A nice peppery, spicy touch as well. A really nice beer. I was going to give this 4.5 out of 5, but I couldn't find anything wrong with it. For my taste, this is perfect for Belgian Trappist ale. So that was it for Orval, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for checking out. Cheers.